Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. So today I have a foundation technique video. So I'll be showing you guys how to do the reverse highlighting and contouring technique, and that is basically when you highlight and contour before your foundation. Now that might seem like a very risky thing to do, daunting, and might be intimidating if you're still very new to makeup, but honestly it's a very simple technique, and it's a great way for you to achieve a full coverage foundation look without layering products too much. Well, you need to understand two things with this technique: products and how much of the product you're using, how light you're going, how dark you're going for your contour, how light you're going for your highlights, and the tools you're using. This is really important. So the type of brushes that you're using for this technique will make a world of a difference. So I'm going to be showing you guys in this video what I use and how I use it, how light I go and how dark I go. And obviously if you're new to makeup, you might not want to go as dark and as light as I have, but this is just showing you guys just sort of how far in terms of the scale you can go. It's not really like super far in the scale what I did, but it's pretty light and pretty dark. So I'll be showing you guys all of this in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it and you learn something, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into this tutorial. I've already primed my skin, and I'm trying out this new primer from Revlon. It's the Fill and Blur primer, neck and face. Just got it recently and it's worked out well so far. So I've already done that, and now I'm just gonna go straight into my highlighting. Now with this technique, you need to be mindful of how light your highlight is and how dark your contour is, and also be mindful of your skill set. So if you're not that good at blending yet, so you don't want to make your highlight too light and your contour too dark, so that you won't have too much of a problem blending everything together. So this is quite light, so I'm not going to be too heavy-handed considering how light it is. So I'm just going to put this the high points on my face, so under my eyes. I'm using a foundation for this, I'm not using a concealer. To my forehead, now depending on how much coverage you want, you can be heavy-handed, but again, taking into consideration your skill set or your skill level, and that will be your guide as to how light or how dark you're gonna go. I think I put too much aside. Just gonna use my brush here just to apply everything. I don't usually highlight my chin, but I think for the sake of this demo I will. I'm not really the biggest fan of chin highlighting, and I just think it looks weird. I'm going to be extra as well, and I'm going to go right under here, and I'm going to be very light-handed there, right under my cheekbones. All right, okay, so that's step one done. And I'm going to go into step two, so that's the contouring, and I'm going to use another foundation, a flat foundation brush for this as well. I prefer using a foundation brush for this step. And the foundations I'm using are the Mehron cream foundations, I think. Yeah, Mehron cream foundations. So I'm gonna go on my forehead. I've got a big forehead. I'm gonna go around my face basically like this. the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm gonna try to thin this contour out as I drag it down to the hollows of my cheeks. Okay, so I'm using the other side where I don't have product to sort of blend the product out if I feel like I've added too much. I'm going to add some here on my chin and under here, because you know we've gained some weight. And then I'm going to use whatever's left on my nose. So now that's done, I think I'm gonna go back in with my lighter color, well, with the brush that I used for the lighter color, and I'm gonna use this to just blend everything out first. So for blending everything together with my foundation, I'm going to be using a stippling brush, like something like this. I find that using a brush like this is much better, or works much better, than using maybe a sponge or a flat foundation brush or a kabuki style brush. So if you want best possible blending and sort of ease, I would suggest that you use a brush that looks like this. So I'm going to just start blending everything together. And obviously, as you guys can see, I've already done my eye makeup. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So I'm just going to start now blending everything together. Now, this foundation is coming off a tad bit light on camera, but in real life it's not light at all. I just want to go in and reinforce the contour on this side. I didn't add any extra product, just use whatever's left on my brush just to reinforce everything. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in and just show you guys what this looks like. There you go. Everything is well blended, and as you guys can see, it's not looking cakey, and you can still see skin underneath as well, so that's a good thing. Okay, so that is it for this technique in terms of this part of it. I'm going to go off camera and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to set everything with setting spray, and then I'll be back and show you guys what it all looks like. All right, I'm back. Big hair, big hoops, it's bigger thing. Anyways, as you guys saw, this technique is not complicated at all. It is actually quite simple. All you need is the power of blending and the right tools, and also understanding how light and how dark you're gonna go. Before I even get into anything else, let me just show you guys what my skin looks like. I did set with setting spray, so let me zoom in. Okay, alrighty, there you go. Skin looks good. It's still skin-like. It's not cakey or flaky from the baking. So yeah, if you guys want to try this technique out, do it. Just all you have to do with this technique, and as is with all makeup, is just practicing, and you'll get to a point where you're really comfortable and you know what you're doing, and you'll understand better what it is that you're doing. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this tutorial and my last tutorial as well. Thank you so much for coming back, and I will see you guys in my next one. Cheers.